Pay attention, Cules, because what is happening now could become one of the most surprising stories of this transfer window. The name setting the European and North American football offices ablaze is Yassir Saviri, the new Moroccan gem who shone brighter than anyone at the U20 World Cup, leading his country to a historic title and winning the hearts of all of Africa. A pure, elegant, intense, and mature talent, the kind of footballer Barça has always sought. And yes, FC Barcelona is now at the center of the race to sign him. But beware, this is no simple negotiation. On the other side are two names that need no introduction: Lionel Messi and Sergio Busquets. Two legends of Barca's history, now at Inter Miami, are trying to convince the young Moroccan to cross the Atlantic and wear the pink jersey of the American club. An ambitious attempt, a sentimental offensive, almost an invitation from idols to their potential heir. But there's one detail that changes everything. Saviri's entourage has already made it clear that the player wants to stay in Europe, wants to compete at the elite level, wants to play in the Champions League, and wants to follow in the footsteps of the greats. And that's where FC Barcelona comes in, with Hansi Flick and Deco leading a new generation that seeks to blend youth, technique, and global projection. The club sees Saviri as a talent that represents the future, a winger capable of unbalancing defenses, scoring, creating, and playing with Barca's DNA. A modern, versatile player who fits perfectly into Flick's system and can be molded into the next great symbol of the post-Messi era. Cules, remember when Barca bet on young talents like PEDRI and GAVI? Well, the move is the same. The difference this time is that the name comes from outside, but it brings with it all the essence of technical and bold football. Born in 2005, Saviri plays for Famalicão in Portugal and is being watched by Europe's giants. Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid are also in the race, but Barca has something the others don't: a tailor-made sporting project for talents like him and the irresistible allure of its unique style. The young Moroccan was the standout star of the last U20 World Cup, with 5 goals and 2 assists, earning him the title of the tournament's best player. He made history by scoring twice in the final against Argentina, a performance that turned his name into headlines across every sports newspaper on the planet. Since then, his agent's phone hasn't stopped ringing. Inter Miami has entered the fray with direct support from Messi and Busquets. According to close sources, the two legends spoke personally to the player, praising his style. "You have pure talent. You remind us of what we experienced at Barca. Here, you'd have total freedom to play your football," Messi reportedly told him in an informal conversation. But not everything is glamorous in America. Even though Inter Miami's offer is economically superior, the player and his family want to stay in Europe. Saviri knows that European football is the true stage for glory, and his ambitions go far beyond money. He wants to grow, compete in the Champions League, experience the atmosphere of the big classics, and feel the Camp Nou, or rather, the new Spotify Camp Nou, vibrate with his name. Deco, Barca's sporting director, is paying close attention. The Portuguese knows the market well and maintains direct contacts in Portuguese football, where Saviri stands out. Famalicão, the club that holds his rights, looks favorably on the idea of negotiating with Barcelona, especially if it includes young players or sporting bonuses. The Catalan offer would be around 10 to 12 million euros, a figure considered a real opportunity for a talent of this magnitude. And that's not all. Hansi Flick, who is leading a tactical revolution at Barca, has reportedly given immediate approval for the signing. According to sources close to the coach, Flick was impressed by Saviri's qualities: a left-footed winger capable of playing on both flanks with physical power, game intelligence, and an exceptional ability to make decisions in tight spaces. He's exactly the kind of player the German coach loves: disciplined, versatile, and tactically intelligent. So, tell me, Cules, can you picture this guy in a Blaugrana jersey, dribbling past defenders with that sharp, daring touch and celebrating his goals in front of 90,000 fans at Camp Nou? Because that's the vision being built within the club. Saviri isn't just a signing, he's a project for the future. Meanwhile, the rivals are moving. Atletico de Madrid is trying to leverage its special relationship with Famalicão. The two clubs share structural and technical associations to get ahead in negotiations. On the other hand, Real Madrid, led by Florentino Perez and his scouting department, also sees the Moroccan as a strategic piece. But unlike these two clubs, Barca has a powerful weapon: its identity. Barca's style of play is the closest to Saviri's virtues. The player himself has stated in previous interviews that he grew up watching the football of Iniesta, Messi, and Neymar, and that he has always admired how Barça turns football into art. And let's be honest, Cules, this guy has the face of a Barça player. The way he touches the ball, accelerates, changes direction, and reads spaces demonstrates a game understanding that fits perfectly with the Blaugrana DNA. He's an elegant player with vision and humility, but also with that competitive spark that has been so missed in recent seasons. However, the story is far from over. Inter Miami, even at a disadvantage, won't give up easily. Messi and Busquets continue to pressure the American club to make an extra effort. The idea of having Severi in the US is part of a larger plan for the global expansion of Major League Soccer, riding the wave of popularity of world champions. Nevertheless, Deco and Flick believe the sporting factor will be decisive, and that's where the player's heart comes in. Sources close to Severi confirm that his dream is to play in Spain. For him, wearing the Barça jersey would be the fulfillment of a childhood dream. His agent has already been seen in meetings with representatives of the Catalan club, and optimism is high. Even though the competition is fierce, Barça knows it is well positioned. The club is also banking on the charisma of some former players to strengthen the appeal of the offer. Figures like Dani Alves, Puyol, and even Xavi Hernandez have already spoken publicly about the importance of reclaiming Barca's essence, and names like Severi are part of that vision. The Moroccan isn't just a talented footballer, he's a message. Barça remains a reference, a destination, a dream. Cule, where are you watching this from? From Rabat? From Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo? Leave it in the comments, because we want to know how far this Blaugrana passion reaches. We want to know what you think of this possibility. Severi at Barça. Would it be a masterstroke or the beginning of a new era? What's clear is that, in the midst of a battle of giants, Barça is once again a protagonist. Florentino is moving, Atletico is insisting, Messi and Busquets are seducing, but Barça is back at the table of the big clubs. And when Barça wants a player, the world listens. What is clear is that, in the midst of a battle of giants, Barça is once again a protagonist. Florentino is making moves, Atletico is pushing hard, Messi and Busquets are working their charm, but Barça is back at the table of the elite. And when Barça sets its sights on a player, the world listens. Pay attention, Cules, because in the last few hours, new details have emerged that could speed up the operation. According to sources close to the sporting director, Barça has intensified contact with Yasser Severi's entourage through Portuguese intermediaries who have previously collaborated with the club on past deals. The goal is clear: secure a position of advantage before Real Madrid or Atletico de Madrid can present a formal offer. Deco's intention is to finalize a preliminary agreement with the player and his family before the end of the year, ensuring that Barça becomes the priority destination if Famalicão decides to sell. Meanwhile, reports from Portugal indicate that Hansi Flick has requested detailed reports on the player, not just in terms of technique, but also his personal and psychological profile. The German coach wants to know every aspect of Severi's character before giving his final approval, and what he has seen has delighted him. A professional, disciplined, humble player with an insatiable hunger to succeed in Europe. The club's analysts confirm that his playing style fits perfectly into Barca's positional system, particularly his ability to link up in tight spaces and break defensive lines with speed and precision. Meanwhile, in Miami, Messi and Busquets continue to push. Both have maintained direct contact with Inter Miami scouts and have insisted that the offer remains active, even knowing that the player's preference is Europe. The American's idea is to offer him a contract with superior figures, image rights, and even residency benefits for his entire family. So, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on what you think of this operation. Do you think Deco should finalize it as soon as possible? Do you think Severi could be the new star of the Flick era? And before you go, click on one of the news updates now appearing on your screen, because we tell you all the details of Barca's next moves in the market and how Hansi Flick is building the future of the most magical club in the world. Because, Cules, when Barca plans, the football world stops to watch.